Welcome guys, so this will be my ninth March of the Machine sealed. I'm going to finish off with best of three, because at the top end usually it takes about 3 hours, 3.5 hours maybe. So I think that they add on about 3 hours after the sign up. So I think I can probably make it, if I can make my deck nice quite quickly. Anyway, so I've had better results in best of three this time around, so I thought I'll give this one another shot. And I've just done about 3 best of ones in a row. Right, so what we have here is a battle that turns into a Planeswalker, Teferi. I see. This is blue, white, X. When Invasion of non-phyrexians enters the battlefield, create X 2/2 white and blue knight creature tokens with vigilance. Pretty cool. So, creature maker. I like that. I think I want to play blue and white just because of this card. And then Teferi, you can draw 2, then discard 2 unless you discard a creature. He can make an emblem with knights, get +1, and ward 1. Then for -3, interesting. So he starts with 4 loyalty. For -3, you can do tap X untapped creatures you control. When you do, shuffle target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value X or less into its owner's library. So it's a removal spell that involves you tapping your creatures. X or less. So you could target a token as well. Okay, we also have a couple of blue rares. We have a white rare. I know Invasion of Gobakhan because people have hit me with this on turn 2 and taxed my my best card. I was hoping to play on turn 3 or something. It happened a couple of times yesterday. So this is fantastic. And then if you can get the light shield array, it's basically like a Broker's Ascendancy, but only for all the creatures that are attacked this turn. You can sack it to give everything hexproof and indestructible. So this is absolutely fantastic, I think. I'll look at this. So this one is Invasion of Segovia. Oh wow. 3 mana, enter the battlefield, you make 2 1/1 blue Kraken creature tokens with trample. That's nice. So exactly the kind of tokens that want to get pumped up by Light Shield Array as well. And if you flip this, you get Catus, Sea Tyrant of Segovia, 3/3. Non-creature spells you cast have Convoke. At the beginning of your end step, untap up to 4 target creatures. Wow, that's pretty cool. And down here we've got Sea Double. Basically, you can copy a spell. You can copy a creature. Basically. If your opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard, you can copy a spell and copy a creature. Pretty cool. And I notice even this card here, because it looks funny because it's got sort of an orange background, but it's actually a blue card. It's Baral, Chief of Compliance. It's a nice 2-drop. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And whenever you counter something, you can draw and discard. Yeah. Okay, it's looking very blue and white. We also, for completeness here, we've got Invasion of Ikoria. I just got absolutely slammed by this. Of course, they had a ramp deck. They played this with X equals 5, and they found their Glissa Sunslayer. And because I didn't have instant speed removal for it, he just went to an attack phase and gave everything with First Strike and Deathtouch. But hopefully, I've already met 2 Glissas today. Hopefully that's the limit. There's 1 more rare. Oh wow, we have a Hoarding Broodlord as well. That's pretty cool. But let's assume from our rares we can go blue and white. And let's look at those first. Yeah. Elspeth Smite, good removal spell. Okay, we've got Bond Warden, Halberd, 2 Dune Shapers, yeah, that could be a good filler card. We've got Realmbreaker's Grasp, also known as Pacifism, an evasion creature. Scroll Shift is very interesting. That's another evasion creature that transforms, which that seems pretty good. Inspired Charge. Yeah, pumps the entire team. We have Knights. Quende has double strike, gives everything double strike, and he's a knight, which is nice. Phyrexian Knight. Oh, that's cool. It does both things, the Phyrexians and knights. Yeah, so this seems like good value. And we've got this guy. This is a good removal spell, so just including all the bombs, removal spells, and evasion to start with. Right. That is a counter spell, so that's removal. This is sort of removal. It's just taking power off the battlefield. It does a bit of milling as well. Okay, Cryptomancer's pretty good. So this protects one of your creatures. I think we want one of those. This has got evasion. Stasis field is removal. That's removal. Bounces something. Xeric Strobe Knight is a bomb. It can make a creature every turn if you can do for as long as you can do 2 spells a turn. Oculus Whelp. That's evasion. It's got flying. Protocol Knight. We've got 2 of them, and it can tap things down with a stun counter. That's great. So that's removal basically. And this is removal. That gives you a bit of value. That's okay. And this is great because it's got island cycling. And we even have Wrath, Weatherlight, Stalwarts. So whenever you cast instant or sorcery, you can tap 2 untapped creatures and draw a card. Wow, so that has synergy with the rest of the deck as well. You can pump the team as well. Great. Halo Forager, good card. Don't know if we can splash for it. And I've actually just added 40 cards to the deck already. I would be thinking about adding some more white cards here. This guy isn't a knight though. We probably want to add every knight to the deck. So this one is a knight. That's a knight. That's a knight. So we don't have too many early white cards, but that's okay. Just for completeness, I'm going to look at the other colours. So I'm going to count removal and bombs and things. So black has got sort of 1. Oh, Glistening Deluge is quite good. 2, 3, 4, 5 removal in black. Black's not bad, and it's got the Hoarding Broodlord as a bomb. Oh yeah, Dina's Soul Steeper. Interesting. So yeah, black's pretty good. Red. Okay, that's a removal. So this beat stick's quite good, I think. And I haven't seen anyone using it, but making treasure tokens and giving things evasion's really good, I would say. Just maybe red isn't that strong of a colour in this set. Couple of for the 2/3 hasters, that's good. So that's removal. Yeah, that's pretty good. Couple of them. Red, maybe not that amazing. And if we look at green, removal there. That sort of removal. Tangled Skyline's amazing. Yep, that's pretty good. Oh, we've got the Botanical Brawler. This is very good if you can get the +1/+1 counter deck going. Artifacts, right. Kite Sail. So not really, well, there is some fixing this Flywheel Racer. I don't know if we, yeah, we could try and splash for Halo Forager, that's quite good, but probably not. So I'm pretty confident blue-white's the strongest colour here, but I'm going to call that end of part 1 and have a little think about the deck. So thanks for watching so far. And I'm back. Okay, obviously I can't fit every card in the deck here, so knowing that we've got this powerful Knight synergy card in Teferi, we've got a chance of flipping that possibly. I've simply started off by adding every Knight to the deck, and I think they're pretty decent. I mean, there is this 5-drop Knight I'm not sure about, but I think it's a good idea to have as many Knights as possible. And then the debate I've been having is whether to include all of the flyers, because we've got Oculus Whelp, Seraph of New Capenna, Attentive Skywarden, and they aren't Knights, but they've got Evasion. I am playing several battles. Let's see, Invasion of New Phyrexia and the Invasion of Segovia and the Realmbreaker Scroll. No, sorry, Invasion of Gobakhan, of course. Three battles, so I think you want evasion creatures if you're playing battles. So that's the reasoning there. But it does mean, obviously, cutting other things. I have just cut Temporal Cleansing. I think this is a great removal spell, but I want another flyer in the deck. So I've put the Oculus Whelp back in. So, of course, we're playing best of 3, so I feel like I want to go more aggressive in game 1 and have more offensive options, more creatures. So I'm leaving out the Cleansing, I'm leaving out the Cryptomancer, I'm leaving out Disturbing Conversion. All this does is reduce something's power, so it's not that good. I realise, because I've sort of come up with a Glissa Sunslayer rule. If it can't stop Glissa Sunslayer, giving everything first strike and death touch, it's probably not a very good removal spell. Whereas I decided Stasis Field does removal abilities, so this is a good removal card. Obviously, this is Temporal Cleansing is good as well, but we want to go more aggressive in game 1. I'm not going to go for the Inspired Charge route. Yeah, I've won games for that before, but yeah, we don't have enough early drops. I think we're more about a few evasion creatures, a few sort of 4-drop Knights. Yes, we're not putting that many creatures on the board. We do have, of course, the Invasion of Segovia Kraken creatures, but I can always pump those up with. There is something else that pumps stuff up, isn't there? I forget what it is. Oh no, it's the it's the Light Shield Array. That's right. So we're not going for that, because anything that's not a creature or not a removal spell, you've got to think twice about, I think. So Scroll Shift, it's probably good if I think about all of my Enter the Battlefield things. Yeah, that would be good on Protocol Knight. That's a good Enter the Battlefield thing. But we'll skip that. We'll skip the 1-drops this time, because unfortunately this isn't a Knight. It flips into a Phyrexian. I think it's quite good, the Tarkadian Shaper. I don't usually play these Yeah. So that's the reasoning, right? Try to go for. We've got 3 battles, so we're going to go for all the flyers for game 1, and then we can, if we are getting run over, we've got a couple of removal spells we can bring in. I am running Baral, Chief of Compliance, and the counter spell, and he also reduces the cost of instants and sorceries. I don't think we're playing that many instants and sorceries. That's the only problem. But so there's a possibility I could cut the counterspell and Baral. The other thing is I'm playing best of 3, which is never as popular as best of 1, and we've only got 3.5 hours. And I hope that there's other people. It's the last 3.5 hours. I hope there's someone else in the queue I can actually play. That would be a bit of a disaster. The rule of thumb is you let it get to 2 minutes and then you cancel and start again. Oh, there we go. We found someone. Yeah, it just took over a minute. I will play first. I've won the coin flip. It's the old 6-land hand. Welcome to best of 3. There is no hand smoothing algorithm. So the rule of thumb is you mulligan your 6-land hands and 7-land and 0 and 1-land hands, right? Do we go? Let's go with the rule of thumb. Let's assume we're just going to top deck land, because that's usually what happens. Okay, this is good. We've got Invasion of Gobakhan on turn 2. We need to draw more land, obviously. I guess I'll put the 4-drop back. Keep 6. Put the 4-drop back. Okay, you have black and green, Cosmic Hunger, Skittering Surveyor, Voldaran Thorseeker. I can really slow down your Surveyor, but you've got Cosmic Hunger and the Agent. Which is pretty good. I think I want to slow down your red mana, so I'm going to take away your Skittering Surveyor. Oh, of course, what I could have done is make the agent cost more and then hold up mana to counter his thingy. Right, so I guess I could just play my creature, force him to use removal on it. Which doesn't seem very good, but let's do it. But the way I'm thinking is, so doing the Surveyor knocks out 2 cards for a while because he's got something he can't cast. Yep. Okay, we have 4 mana and we have a bunch of instants in the hand. So C double. If he gets to 8 in the graveyard, that's pretty cool. Right, end turn. We can do 2 things. Okay, he's got to full land. He's flipping that. Cool. So he'll draw a card. I'm just thinking, yeah, C double and flip my Gobakhan is pretty good. Yeah, let's just let's copy it. Then if he doesn't attack, he doesn't get the extra card. And then I can bounce him next turn. But then I can only counterspell him if I top deck an untapped land. I don't know if I've made the right choice here. So I sort of want to have my cake and eat it. I don't want him to draw off this attack, and I want to be able to flip my battle. Okay, I'm gonna not block that. So you get to draw. Oh, here we go. Realm Breaker's Grasp. Okay, so we've top decked a different removal spell. We flip that. We draw a card. We can put the pressure on with that. And end the turn. Oh God Almighty! Really? So he's got Glissa, and we're countering it. I'm glad I held up my counterspell mana. My goodness. And yeah, you're getting another card. Okay, my turn. So I could either bounce that. I think we attack here. Can I transform that for 4? I don't think that's a good idea. I'll just, yeah, Realm Breaker's Grasp on that, I think, makes the most sense. Okay, that can untap things. Okay. Turn. Okay. Those look an awful lot like chump blockers. I think that's really good. I just realised that's also like a thingammy. It just cost me 2 life. We draw something. We swing in. Oh, he's going to take the damage. Okay. Draw a card. And end the turn. Oh. Let's read this again. Right, yeah. That must have happened and I just didn't notice. Yeah, it's when it transforms. So I've got lethal in the air. Okay, game one. We counterspelled a Glissa Sunslayer. I guess counterspells are good then. So we need more removal, 100%, I would say. So the Temporal Cleansing comes in, and we probably drop a 4-drop. I will drop the Flyer, or do I drop an infected Defector? It's quite hard to say that quickly, because it is a 5-drop. Maybe it's too expensive. Doesn't have evasion. It's good value, but it isn't. Tell you what, it is a knight. No, I'll drop the Defector. I'll keep the Flyer because he's green and black. I think I've got might have a bit of an advantage in the air, to be honest. He needs reach creatures in green. I don't remember too many black flyers apart from Hoarding Broodlord. Yeah, there is the 2/2 black flyer. Probably a good thing that I mulliganed for that opening hand. So this one looks actually okay. We've got 2 land, 2-drop, counterspell, 2-drop. We've got the combination, the Baral counterspell combination. It's quite cool. And that's a 3-drop and that's a 4-drop. We're drawing the extra card. So this definitely feels like a keep. So the question I'm probably going to have, if I could lead with Baral. Oh, and then of course, yeah, it means that I can cast the counterspell for 1 blue mana. Which is the problem is Wrath costs blue and white. Next, he can't cast Glissa next turn, right? He can't cast Glissa next turn. He can get 4 mana though. I think I've got to get on the board, and I'm gonna cast Baral. He might, if he makes his land drop this turn, he can cast Glissa next turn. Horrible situation to be in that I can't do anything in case he casts Glissa. So yeah, he's got 4 land. So he's got 5. He's got 5 mana. It could be Glissa next turn, which is a barrel of laughs, of course. It's white mana. That's the wrong colour. I don't think I gain much from playing Wrath other than it means I can't cast my counterspell. So I'm going to take it easy. Do nothing. It's not like I'm going to build up a huge board of creatures and overwhelm him. But yeah, the way I lose here is if he just plays Glissa now and I can't counter it. Counterspells aren't so good in a deck where you don't have very many instant speed effects, because it's basically you either counterspell or the good news is we have an answer to Glissa, so we can tap out now. Invasion of non-phyrexians I could do for 2. Or I just play the biggest threat I can, 2/2 double strike. 2/2 double strike. He can actually kill one of these if they have first strike deathtouch. Well, he can actually trade off with them. That's the funny thing. Right, yeah, let's go Quende and go ahead and cast Glissa. I'm not scared. So one argument is to cast something that needs blue mana, assuming I don't, top deck an island next turn. Oh, they're taking out Baral. Brutal. Okay. Yeah. And a 3/1. He can flip this for 6 mana. So he can probably just kill that. Fair to say, he doesn't have Glissa Sunslayer, or he'd have slammed that. So, I think the time for holding up counter magic is over. I think we can get a couple of 2/2s. We can get a 3/4. That's a pretty good defensive guy to have. And we can tap something down for a while. Should we tap down the tracker? That's a good thought, I think. So he might easily get 6 mana next turn, then he's got 3/3. He gets to kill something. I'll swing with that one. Couple of 1/1 creatures. That would be quite good actually against his 3/1. Oh, lifelink. Nasty. Okay. Yeah. I suppose I'd better trade off with that. I don't feel happy about it. And he gets to surveil and look for Glissa. So I lost on tempo here, it feels like, because I held up counter magic. I think let's dump this straight away. Let's play our planes. And yeah, maybe play that to get a couple of 1/1s. Interestingly, he could block Quende here and kill him. But he'd take two things down with him. Lifelinker and a Surveyor. But what am I talking about? He's going to blow up Quende very soon anyway. I think I'll go for the invasion. Get a couple of 1/1s. This guy's dying anyway. I think go for the battle. Try and trade for 2 of his creatures. That seems reasonable to me. Okay, chump block. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Let's getting a deadly derision. Okay, then he will have 6 mana next turn to flip that. So at the moment this can get me 3. Basically 6 power, 6 toughness. If I do anything, I can't do any counter spells, but so I think do the most expensive thing. Except, oh, that's the most expensive thing. I think I'll do this knight and get a couple of 2/2 knights. Seems good. Look at that again. It's a 3/3 basically, but it gives everything convoke, and I can untap 4 creatures in the end step. Helps cast my non-creature spells. Imagine flipping that into casting that. That would be incredible. Okay, so he's actually got 7 mana here. I think that's the game plan. We've got to flip this and then cast the invasion. One thing, if he flips the instructor, it becomes a 3/3 blocker. Do I want to then cleansing that back into the deck and then have a swing at the battle? Cool. Well, he's flipped it, and that's dying. Makes sense. But now we have a flyer. So yeah, let's hold off on the removal spell. Let's save that for Glissa. Oh, interesting. Yeah, good point. I could. Okay, I could do that. Tap those, and just swing in with that, and then he's got to trade off there. But that removes my only answer to Glissa, so let's not do that. That has Vigilance, that's really good, so I can attack and then make a knight next turn, if it's still alive. Yep. I did have this guy before. He couldn't make the deck because I was playing the companion that only allows even casting cost cards. So it's quite a tough decision. I also had the boon maker thing. Okay, this seems terrible. Okay, yeah, it just kills that. Okay. X is the number of lands you control. Okay, and that's gonna be a 6/6 when he flips that. So that's not good news. This is only an uncommon. Should think about Raph, actually, because he can pump the team. He can pump up my Krakens. Okie doke. So I was going to double block the other Born here. So he gets a 6/6 if I don't trade off. Okay, I will trade this knight off for a 2/2. In fact, trade off for the 3/3 because I don't really have a good answer to a 3/3 at the moment. Yeah. So you got a combat trick. Using his last removal to win that trade. Yeah, he has a Cosmic Hunger, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we've got as far as dismissal, but yeah, we've got the 1 mana problem. So we have to, I think, we have to just give up on the plan. We're just going to have to make a big army of knights with this. That seems reasonable. Make 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Which one do we want to flip, though? Because we're not guaranteed to flip this one. I think I like this one, so I'm gonna go for that. top deck Glissa. I mean, maybe I should feel bad about that block, but I forced out the last removal card in his hand, I suppose. Yeah, basically let him kill a 1/1 and a 2/2. It's not a disaster. Oh, yeah, I forgot he could do that. Well, we have found the second island. We only had to go 18 cards into the deck. I'm going to say nice to that. Right, I've got there's justification here for. No, this guy can obviously kill stuff. You can flip him again. All right, I'm going to go for a bit of temporal cleansing on the 3/3. He will get to flip it again and kill another creature. But my reasoning, as long as he hasn't drawn, as long as Glissa isn't the top card, if he puts it second from top, it's one more turn away. It is second from top. Okay, so now we just attack our 3 power battle, and we should definitely be able to flip it. He is trading. Interesting. We flip that. Pretty exciting. We can play this guy because our counterspell has Convoke now, which is pretty exciting. Submit 0. This guy can keep pinging his battle until he gets his 6/6 creature. Okay, he's going to concede that one, and that is the win. That is the win. The top card was not Glissa Sunslayer, I'm guessing. Whew, that feels good. I've already lost twice to Glissa Sunslayer today, so... Revenge. Feels good. Right. But I was all set up for the turn 4 Glissa. I was certain he had it. But, okay. And if he had it, I'd have counterspelled it, which would have been nice. But I was lucky he hadn't, when I started tapping out, he didn't top deck it. So I think we waited 1 minute 15 last time. Here we go, yeah, about the same time. Okay. I guess as the time gets on, it'll probably get longer and longer as people finish their tournaments. Play first. Okay, it's a slow hand. It starts at 4. I am going first. I think I can keep it if I'm going first. Let's be honest, if I was going second, I'd keep it as well. We have a removal card. Okay, that might keep us alive. Let's see how aggressive he can go on turn 2. Ooh, not very aggressive. Literally nothing happened. I have no 3-drop. I bet he's delighted about that. He's got 3 colours of mana though. And that is Croxa. The way this works, yeah, Croxa makes me discard a card. Okay, do we care? I tell you what, let's discard an island. I lose 3 life. That comes back when he can exile 5 other cards. Oh, I discarded a non-land card and lost, so I lost 3 life. I see. We will lead with a flyer, I guess. I expect it to immediately get blown up. Okay, maybe not. Maybe yes. Cosmic Hunger. It's got just enough of Cosmic Hunger. That's the. It's a very, very popular combination. I'm thinking actually Invasion of Gobakhan for 3 nights. Seems like a good answer to a 1/1 deathtouch. Or we go for the 4/3, which lets hit. We can trade it off actually with this card. He can't kill this and transform this, so maybe that's a pretty good answer to that. Are you effing kidding me? It's going to be in every single match, isn't it? Yeah, I think maybe, possibly, having a late tournament also means these are the people with longer runs who are doing well, and every single one of them has Glissa Sunslayer or Sunfall. But I can see double, so it's just unbelievable, really. But do I want to do Invasion of non-phyrexians first before I do C double? Is that good? Then I C double and give all the knights deathtouch and first strike next turn. I'm going to say maybe this way around is better. And no attacks. It's just the 4th Glissa of the day. No big deal. Of course, this is the removal card that's useless against Glissa. Oh wait, is it? No, activated abilities can't be activated. And this is just a trigger ability, of course. I mean, why would you need to spend mana to give all your creatures first strike and deathtouch every turn? Which one is it? Building up more. Okay. Alright. No attack phase. Alright. Well, there's a pretty high likelihood here he's got instant speed removal because he's got lots of mana open. But I think we don't have much time left really in the game, so we copy Glissa. We've got to take our shot. I think this turn is our shot. We could Realm Breaker's grasp on something. But it seems like a waste to do that. Is it? Is it a waste to do that? We could do it on... Okay, I took too long. Oh, shit. What? I took too long and it punished me by giving me incubator tokens. Oh well, we ruined our turn, I guess. We took too long. Yeah, just because I couldn't decide whether to do this or not. Anyway, how much damage are we taking? Probably quite a lot. I'm going to do this because this definitely doesn't work on the Glissa, so I'll do this on that guy. I should probably have held it in my hand. Never mind. He gets 1, 2, 3. Well, we blew it. You don't get very many timeouts at the start of the game, do you? I think that's the problem. And he just has a fight spell, so he gets to kill. Yeah. So yeah, he had sorcery speed removal. So if I had gone through with that, I think I could have flipped this and got the Teferi. Maybe drawn some cards and things. Oh, okay. Game is game on. We've got Stasis Field actually removes all abilities. So how many creatures have you got to attack with? You can get your whatever it is, Primordial Plasm, but I'm going to get Teferi, by the way. He'll block all the Vigilance ones, obviously. Yeah, he's got 4 blockers. So I think 2 get through, and I do 2 damage to it. He might double block that one. Well, sort of 2 games in a row, we've actually dealt with Glissa, which is pretty exciting. Oh yeah, he can block with Glissa. Of course, yeah, she's still a blocker. So he's got 5 blockers, so I'm only getting 2 damage through. Kills all the Vigilance ones. And he wants to keep that back so he can flip this and get a 4/4. That makes sense. That's, yeah, fair enough. And this doesn't die, of course, so we don't get the 3/3. But there you go. If he does tap all these, it gives me an easy flip of this, but he has a 4/4 blocker, so... Not going to think about the previous turn. Yes, things would be better if I had attacked, but there you go. I was in a dilemma. Let's see how much time I used. I'm on 23. He's on 25. He's still 2 minutes ahead of me. He's wondering, am I gonna? Yeah, he's gonna go for that block. Okay. So he needs something special if he wants to flip his battle this turn. He might be able to bring Glissa back from the graveyard, of course. That would probably be curtains for me. I know there's a black creature with backup, and if it deals combat damage to a player, you bring something straight. You reanimate something from the graveyard. So you can make a token, give it the backup ability, and swing with it. That would be probably the worst possible thing that he could do this turn. Because I just had that black card. Okay, how many things are in the graveyard? Do you want to really exile Glissa? Oh, Invasion of Gobakhan is the kill spell. I've just seen this in the previous thing. Just wondering, am I playing the same guy I played the last time? Okay, he's not flipped these, so I think transform this and swing at my battle. I'll trade off for the 2/2. And I'll play a Seraph. Pretend we've got the white protection spell, I suppose. So this can become a 3/3 that can sacrifice other creatures at instant speed. 2 cards left. Flips that. Another 2/2. It's going to go for this is the big creature, so this would be huge. So I'm not going to block that. One extra life point. Okay. Oh, we have Wrath, the Weatherlight Stalwart. Okay, I think I just swing with a 2/2. Oh, no, wait. No, let's... He might have instant speed removal, but I'm going to go in with that, like that, and go face with that one. So I've got this guy to follow up with. Let's play Teferi. And then, so you can get emblems that boost knights. We don't have any knights. Let's just draw 2 cards, please. Draw 2, then discard 2 unless you discard a creature card. Draw 2 cards, please. Elspeth's Smite, Assimilate Essence. Let's decline and discard 2. Oh, do we like... No, I think the counter spell's no good here. I think the 3 damage is probably better. Just about. It's got too much mana now. Although that does... Okay, it's conceded that one. Okay. Right, I think we'll drop that 5-drop and bring in the Temporal Cleansing. And done. Tell you what, yeah, I did have a previous best of 3 where I played the same player twice in a row. I need to make a note of these names. I'll probably, if just say Chaotic Reaper, it might click a bit easier. So we've had 2 games where we've beaten Glissa. That's a bit of a confidence boost. We had I had my timeout in that game. I was just overthinking whether I should use the pacifism on his 1/1 deathtouch, and I couldn't quite decide quick enough, or on Glissa. If I use it on Glissa, it's maybe less damage coming back my way the next turn. Even if she just means if you draw that other removal spell that actually takes out Glissa's abilities, you still want to use it on her. So this isn't great, but we've got a 2-drop, 3-drop. Well, yeah, we've got a removal spell and a 3-drop. And I think we'll just hope we top deck some action. We've got the wrong removal spell if he does have Glissa again. But this is, I suppose, a good answer to his early deathtouch. He's gone for a mulligan. Oh, I've top deck land. That's not good. I know how this goes. I predict 8 land in 12 cards. Oh god. Oh god. Oh well, he's got the Deep Root Wavefinder, so that is a target for my spell. So far, it's 7 land in 9 cards. Oh good. Well, our 1/1s are good against him. Oh god, it was literally 3 land in a row. You'd think there would be less chance of drawing land when you've already drawn most of it, but no. But the rule of thumb is you don't mulligan the 5-land hand. I think you just hope the magic gods are kind to you. Oh my god! So yes, it was literally 4 land in a row. So it was even worse than I thought. So 9 land in 11 cards. Yeah. That might be a record, actually, because I've got not much else going on. I think I can attack this, you know, and he won't want to trade off, and he won't want to swing back. Yeah, but it means he can dig 1 card deeper for Glissa if he doesn't have it already. He's getting rid of the deathtouch. Okay. It's Glissa, okay, nice. Turn 5 Glissa. Meanwhile, I've... okay, I really need to keep a record of this. This is 10 land in 12 cards after drawing 5 in the opening. So I've drawn 5 straight land off the top as well as having 5 in the opener, which is pretty astounding. I think it's my new personal best. If I get another 5-land hand, I'm just keeping it, because you know it can't happen again, right? So he's making 2 more. Hey, we've can play a big creature. That's pretty good. I'm not going to island cycle this. Completely useless for blocking first strike deathtouches, but never mind. Okay, you can blow something up with that. You can blow that up. Let me read this card again. Oh, power X or less, not casting cost. I was thinking, hey, that's 6 casting cost and you got 5 lands. No, it's based on power. Yeah, guess you get that one. It's a 5/5. Oh, it was another land. Oh. So 11 in 14. 11 in 14. There is literally 6 land left in the deck. 6 in 20. Let's just check the time. 20 minutes left. 19 minutes. I'm going to put lifelink on his big creature, because why not? I can concede, but also I've got enough time left. I'm managing my time. I can get more information from his deck. I can sort of learn, okay, he's got a Consuming Etherborn in the deck. I think I knew that already, though. But it's very interesting. He's got the Deep Root Wayfinder. I think this might... Didn't the first guy have that as well? If I'm not very much mistaken. That is, let me add up here, 8, 14 damage. That has lifelink. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and block the 6. That's a pretty good deal. Lose this basically for 6 life. Hey, actually the perfect card. What am I complaining about? So do this for 6. Doesn't make a whole host of difference, but it's nice. We're going to go down swinging. And really, what has he got? He's got a lot of grizzly bears to block with. I've only got 12 life left. He's going to kill one with Tandem Takedown, which does pump his team by 2 power as well, which it's worth noting. So it's got to be correct to block that one. 2, 4. That's a pile of like 5. That's 14. 17, 20. Take 6 off and it's 14. I think 2. Yeah, that's that was 10, wasn't it? 14. Okay, so I think I get one more turn. Do that. I think I have to do that, unfortunately. Okay, good game. So I concede that one. Preserve my time a bit. I've got 1856 left. We kept a 5 land and we were punished, let's say. I still want to keep what I've got here. If I could beat this guy again, if it is the same guy as before, then at least he's knocked out of the tournament. That's one positive thing. One less Glissa in the pool. Yeah, so that was 5 land opening hand, top decked 5 lands. I think. I think that's a record. Here we go, right. He did some sideboarding. Maybe it's a transformation sideboard. Play first. It's a 2-lander with Invasion of Gobakhan and no blue mana. I say we gamble on this one. At least we can slow down Glissa by... make Glissa cost 7, I think. Okay, it wasn't a land. Thespian, Gargantua, Deluge. He's got Glistening Deluge. Okay, so his follow-up creature is... I'm going to make cost 4. Make this cost 4. Because I've got sort of no answer to a 3-1 right now. Oh, well, we drew a land. We don't miss a land drop. It's not quite the right colour, but I like his hand just full of removal. Nope. This is, I think it's 9, it should be 9 island and 8 plains, so oh, it's another plains, okay, alright. I know you've got a lot of removal, therefore if I play a single creature it immediately gets blown up. I'll make 2 creatures. Yeah. Got Cosmic Hunger and Spite you could do to take out both of them. I would love that. Go ahead. So yeah, lucky to get a 4th land. Not so lucky that it's a plains, but still 8 blue in 29. 8 islands. 1 in, just slightly better than 1 in 4 chance. That's getting Volcanic Spite, and then he's getting to do some cool stuff. You're going for the double removal. No, he's put the other removal card on the bottom. Isn't that interesting? Elvish Vat Keeper. So he's got a nice 3/3 blocker. Okay. Wow. Oh, we did it. We did it. So that's pretty sweet. Okay. We can even do Protocol Knight, tap down the Vat Keeper, and swing with a Knight. Or, you know, we keep up counter magic in case he's got you know who. Yeah, if I don't think we can win just by holding back, unfortunately. We've got to do something and just hope he hasn't hit Glissa yet. Tap down the 3/3. I think here. Swing in like that. And I could Elspeth Smite the blocker here so he doesn't get to Surveil. It means Glissa will remain one more card away, which is sort of interesting, assuming he hasn't already got it in hand. In fact, I'm going to do that. It seems good. Because it's getting exiled, it's not dying. Does he have Glissa? Can make a 2/2 blocker here. 5 mana. Oh, we know he's got Glistening Deluge. But no, I think he shuffled it to the bottom or something, didn't he? It's not in his hand anymore. It would, because I saw it. What did I see it with? With my my battle showed me. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So he's got a 2/2 blocker, a 1/1. I can't affect the battlefield with any of these, so I'm just going to swing in. I'm thinking more instant speed removal is happening. This can be flipped into a 4/4 next. Oh no, it can be made a 4/4 right now. I've just made a colossal blunder. I forgot what the Vat Keeper does. I've just lost my 3/4. Because in my mind I was thinking, oh yeah, this is perfect for killing the Vat Keeper. And I just kind of mentally discounted it at that point for some reason. I think we go with the flyer here. Just to try and flip that. But in effect, we've traded Protocol Knight for 2 damage on there. Probably not a good trade, seeing as this could flip it in one go. Let's see. Oh, that's been discarded. He's got Cosmic Hunger, so yeah, he's got the removal for the flyer. Of course he does. Now the tapping suggests he's got another thing coming out to block my knight. Ah, it's a land. It could be a Glissa. It's the Wayfinder. Okay. Unfortunately, another thing that's bigger than the knight. So I've got 2/2 double strike. It's just not very good, unfortunately, when everything's got 3 toughness. It trades off with something, but I can bounce the 4/4. That seems pretty good. Just thinking, probably have to kill the Wayfinder because that again that gets him closer to Glissa. Gives him a surveil 1. This my instinct gives me a surveil 2, which is nice. That's coming in, that's coming in. Alright, but not the Wayfinder. Okay, yes to the Wayfinder. So those are tapping. It's going to be... Yeah, he's going to need something back to defend. Okay. Pop that immediately. Island on top, because I want to hold up my counter spell, and we could just trade off for the Vat Keeper. It's not a great trade, but in the circumstances, I'm thinking that's okay. Gargantua. Get some 2 cards closer to the one he really wants. And that can just beat me down pretty severely on its own. Okay, let's check my time. 14 minutes, he's 9 minutes. He should have plenty of time to close out this game, I think. I think trade-off for the Wayfinder is the way to go, because I'm still scared about Glissa. I think he can cast Glissa and pay the tax for my counterspell. It's funny, amazing, he's hit 8 land. Yeah. I'll let that happen. Because he's still got 4 mana, he could still be casting Glissa. He's yeah, the point is he's drawn 2 extra cards off the Gargantua, so that is the issue there. Obviously I couldn't counter that, but if I had, I'd have been able to incubate too. And unfortunately I've top decked a land. So, and that was just because I thought, oh, he's baiting me in here. He wants me to counter this so he can follow up with Glissa. And maybe that was a low percentage thing. Because I'm on 7 land and he's on 8 land, and he's got all this. 9 land now. Okay. Try counterspelling it, but it's not going to work. I did get to counterspell Glissa twice, but well, I did something else, didn't I? I made Glissa a 0/2 without abilities, of course. So we just have to. Okay, you're going to incubate. Fair enough. So we can trade off here. Pop that. Uh, 2, 4, 5. We have a protocol knight. Okay. Let's tap that down. Volcanic Spite as well. I think he blew something up early on. I guess it would have been one of my Knights of the New Coalition. That gets blown up. That's enough from you, I think. I think anyone who gets Glissa, Herald of Predation, should be automatically muted. Really don't need to hear from these people. Right. Block there. Now, is that my first defeat in the run? Not really. I don't think Glissa is very much fun to play against in limited. Yeah, we're on 1 loss there. And I will just have a quick break, and I will take the opportunity just to check if I played the same person twice, because I'm dying to find out. And also, of course, if I take a break, I won't queue up with him for a 3rd time. And I'm back. Yeah, sure enough, you probably spotted that I played Chaotic Reaper both matches. I just don't pay attention to names. So my apologies for sort of being surprised. I ran into another player with Glissa Sunslayer. It was the same player, of course. So with that knowledge in mind, he might be the only person in the queue. We will pre-sideboard. Oh yes. I'm going to take out the 5-drop. Infected Defector, and we'll put our removal spell in. Yes, that's what we're going to do. I've had a little break. If there is someone else in the queue, hopefully he's destroying them as we speak with Glissa Sunslayer, and I can play as someone else. But we need at least 2 other people in the queue for that to happen. But we'll see. It's only been about 5 minutes, so he might still be in the queue waiting. But it's pretty nice. We shared out. We've each had 1 win, so that's quite nice in a way. But he's obviously, unless he's just reached 4 wins, of course, and we can but hope he won't be waiting there for us. Could always be someone else with Glissa Sunslayer or Sunfall. Those are the decks that seem to stick around, I think. Okay, we've got an opponent. Is it Chaotic Reaper? No, it's Garden. Okay, I will play first. We have a 2-lander. removal, removal, removal. 4-drop creature. So it's not great. It's not great. I like to get on the board with creatures early on, because you feel forced to use your removal too early. There's a 3rd land. That's very good. Invasion of Pyrulia. Scry 3. And then you can draw a card if it's a land or double-face card. Seems good to me. Yeah, there. He's going to draw his land. We've got a guaranteed 4th land. We can cycle the Tidal Terror. That seems cool. It's not the worst. Okay, Preening Champion. Alright. Makes a 1/1 as well, so 2 things to deal with. I'll go ahead and cycle this now, just to make the most of our mana. So I could get on the board with a creature here. I don't want to use removal on a 1/1. Yeah, get on the board with a creature. At least we're blocking the 1/1. Renata, okay. Power equal to the greenness on the board. Oh yeah. Other creatures enter with a +1/+1. So we want to get rid of that ability with Stasis Field, I think. And we can get in for a cheeky attack with these 2. For 4. Let's read this. So you get a 4/4 trample, ward 2. And other transformed permanents get trample in ward 2. That's a pretty good creature. So we could just Realmbreaker's Grasp this now. Take a little risk. We'll take it. No, that's the low risk option. High risk option is using Elspeth's Smite. When he's got blue, he's got white. He could counter spell. And then I have a big problem to deal with. Okay, let's just do the Realmbreaker's Grasp on the flyer. Well, he's tapped out. That seems like the safest move. Okay, another battle. Look at the top 5 and get a permanent. Nice little bit of card draw there. And he's got another flyer. It's a 4-cost flyer. But he's going to go Botanical Brawler. Oh boy. So, he's fair to say he's got a lot of stuff. I think I swing in with my knights. See if he wants to trade a 2/2. It is a grower, this one. I'll play my double striker and end the turn. Converted Beast, and then that gets pumped. Yeah. He has a 5/5 creature now. We can just Temporal Cleansing that and get rid of it. I think if it doesn't break targeting if it transforms. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So I'm going to do that now. This breaks targeting, and then I'm a Dutchman. Cool, it works. He's got a 3/3 now, though. I don't want to telegraph the fact I've got a combat trick, so I won't attack. That's pretty impressive, his array of threats. Oh, another flyer. And yeah. Wow. Well, if you know, he had a lot of card draw and rampant stuff. This just drew him an extra land. This dug for something. This has drawn him an extra card now. It's pretty crazy, really. I'm going to play my flyer. May as well. And no attacks. Imagine if I hadn't put Stasis Field on Renata, they'd all be a point of toughness bigger. I've not got anything transformed, so this isn't drawing me a card. I think I'll use the Smite now. I'd rather not trade off for a 2/2. Especially right now he's got another flyer coming. But he's demolished me here in terms of just card advantage. Because yeah, Quende trades with the 3/3, so that's not on the cards. So I guess the consensus must be, okay, well there goes the flyer. Battles are good if they you know, maintain the card advantage, if they're sort of cantrips, basically. So he's getting a 4/4. I mean, we've really tried to stop him. So Protocol Knight can prevent that attacking for a turn. This is still swinging in. I think we actually tap down the flyer, so it takes away an attack. It's a good array of battles he's got here. Nice cheap card draw ones. Okay, gets to attack again next turn. Now he gets a 4/4. That goes to 4/4. I mean, yeah, it's a Bant value pile, basically. Okay, that's not so bad. So we can pop the flyer. That's probably the best option. I mean, the sheer amount of flyers I've had to deal with this game is quite impressive. I say sheer amount, it's probably been 2, but yeah, one of them got exiled. 3 flyers in total, I think. No attacks. He is banned, so we'll see if he can blow up my intercessor. He could bounce it with blue, I suppose. Okay. Well, I see when that transforms, it makes it 4/4 trample. Okay, so we're going for this one to get a 4/4 flyer. This one gives you a 4/3 trample that can become indestructible. It's all terrifying. This has trample. What doesn't have trample? Well, they all have trample. Of course they all have trample. So, we've got to put 4 power in front, 4 toughness in front of this. So first of all, he's going to deal with that thing. And let 2 damage go through. I need a couple of you to deal with that guy. And you're going to get back the flyer if I kill this. But maybe I need to kill that as well. And we'll just see how many combat tricks the guy's got. You can obviously get, yeah, he's getting the flyer back, but let's go for it. Let's see the bad news. Two damage got through there. He gets his flyer back. I've got two knights left, and I top deck a land. Okay. All right. And he just snowballs the game from here now. He gets his 4/4 angel. Could I have attacked there? Yeah, well, probably. But yeah, he could. I've got vigilance. That was probably a little window there I could have attacked. We'll see if that's important now. Oh, C double. How many cards you got in your graveyard? Are you kidding? 2? So everything's been exiled, hasn't it? Okay. I'll play the island. When this gets flipped, it's an annoying 4/3 trample that's sort of indestructible a lot of the time. I will do no attacks and end the turn. So C double. Copy the 4/4. Oh, what's he got? He's going to bounce that back to his hand. Okay. And then replay it, draw a card. Never mind. It's 4 less damage on the board. It does draw another card off this, of course. Gets to surveil twice as well. Yeah, just insane amounts of value. Okay, let's just look. 21 minutes. Do we have anything to top deck? I'm just gonna actually. Yes, we do have an X spell that could give me a big army of knights. I don't know if that's enough to swing things around. Probably, yeah, block this. I have to trade both for that. And he gets a 3/3. Okay, cool. We've got something. We're giving him. We are at this point just giving him information as well. But okay, end turn. Try and get through it quickly. Okay, those are going to go for that one. Yeah, okay. Trade off the tokens. He's got another one of those. Okay. Don't have any other knights. Don't want to spend too long on this game, but let's think. If we can hit our thingy. Okay, he's got Stasis Field as well. Sure. Invasion of Moog. Put +1/+1. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, let's block 5 damage here. Oh, damn it. I hit cancel blocks. Actually, go to 2. And, okay, good game. So now we concede that one. We didn't hit our X spell. We could have got, let's see, 9/2/2 knights out. Had we hit it, I thought it was worth playing on. Now, so he's got incredible value pile. Value battles. Do we have a good answer to that? Is the infected defector a good answer to his deck? It would match what he it would match his card. I think disturbing conversion is good against his small flyers. I want that. That's also good value, but then the challenge is there anything we feel okay about taking out? Temporal cleansing, because we feel like we need bodies. My chance of flipping my battles up is pretty low. I think we can't do Invasion of Segovia, but I think Invasion of Gobakhan is really good. I don't know if we assimilate essence. Can we do that? Okay, I dropped the counter spell here because it's going to be very... I don't know if I can hold up mana for the counter spell. Because it's not about one single bomb, this deck, it's just tempo. Okay, it's all planes. We've got a flyer. We've got 3 turns to try and draw a blue source. It's not great. I think, yeah, we'll gamble on drawing a blue source, because at least we've got a flyer to just trade with his first flyer. I'd say very mulliganable, but no, we're not going to draw an island yet. We are going to draw lots of blue cards. So that is getting taken out, I think. He's thinking about it. Oh god, so it is just wall-to-wall blue cards. I asked for it. I mean, yep. Okay, there we go. We hit a blue card. Right. I'm thinking, swing in, play Oculus Whelp. See if he wants to trade. Because he's not done very much. He's sort of had a slow start as well. I'll play my Oculus Whelp. Good card. I like this card. So you incubate 4. Thank God for that. We're getting some good stuff here. We can eat that 4/4. With temporal cleansing. but should we? How much time we got left? 17 minutes. We haven't got a quick way of flipping something. On the other hand here, we can kill that for 1 blue mana, I've just realised. And I want to play my knight. I'm going to swing like this. I'll let him trade Oculus Whelps. I'll play a Strobe Knight. And end the turn. That's interesting. I'm the Flyers guy now. Oh yeah, that draws a card, doesn't it? That's the reason why you want to Temporal Cleansing it, to get rid of his value engine. So from existence on that. Okay. Dispersal on that. Boom. Okay. Nice cheap flyer. Or Infected Defector. And what is the cheap flyer? Lets me do Temporal Cleansing. I think I want the Infected Defector next turn. I'm going to... I mean, I could have done Stasis Field and cheap flyer, and he'd have been possibly in trouble. I'll play the 5-drop. His graveyard has 1 card. Yeah, the Renata. So this is that's what I did Stasis Field on last time, because it pumps everything that comes into play. I think right. That has to go away because it lets him draw another card. The Renata's only 2 power, I notice. I don't think we have enough mana to Stasis Field, attack with everything. Yeah, we want to attack with everything. I'm not going to play Stasis Field. Can do that, but we can get a small flyer and we can Temporal Cleansing the actual this token. This transforms into a 2/4. Wow, okay, he's got all the stuff. Now I've got 4 damage in the air. 15 minutes left to 21. Oh, he's gone to 5 life. And, okay. Alright. He's got 5/5 there. Okay. Right, so what we're thinking, instant speed removal. It's probably what he's got. So he's gonna, yeah, we're gonna run headfirst into a 5/5. Let's transform this because we will get access to another card. Pay 2. and see if he's got instant speed removal. Maybe a bounce spell. What's he want to do here? He's still got to block the 4/3 with his 5/5. Oh! Now you don't have mana to transform your dude. So you're probably chump blocking with Converter Beast, I'm guessing. But he's going to draw something very good next turn because he can... Obviously he's top decking and he's drawing a card with that one. So now he can't do that. I will attack with these two. He has to chomp there. I get through with 2. I will play replay the area list, which he could have bounced in the combat phase for 1 blue. And then he just still had... Yeah, he was a bit too early. So he's drawing. He's got 2 cards now. What's he got? Another flying blocker, which I could still take out. Oh god, what's that do? Run and Realm Breaker. Land becomes a 3/3. Mill 3 cards.
Allies everywhere. Stand with us.
Yeah, that gets through. That's a tapped 3/3. And I should just win with Stasis Field here. Right? I'm not missing anything. I think, yeah. Good. What did we take out? We took out the... Yeah, we took out the counterspell. And Invasion of Segovia. I think I feel okay about that. I'm going to... Yeah, let's go again. I think this is a very challenging deck I'm up against. But I had a risky mulligan there. Well, rather not a risky keep. With 3 white sources and only 1 white card and 3 blue cards. And I just top decked, I think 2 or 3 more blue cards. But it worked out. We got the island on turn 4. So... We're on the draw now. But we didn't see his battles that game. Okay, this is good. This gives me a 4th land guaranteed. I quite like that on his flyers. That can bounce something. We've got a 2-drop. We don't have any counter spells for Baral anymore, but won't worry about that. Did he choose to go on the draw? It looks like it, doesn't it? I think that's very interesting. Preening Champion. Okay, that's okay. We've got something to do here. So we simply, this is what Disturbing Conversion is for. It's to just shut down his 2 power flyers. And we've got a Protocol Knight. Oh, that can tap the 0/2 down. Then I can get through with Baral. Renata is back. We can sort of get rid of her next turn. I'll swing with a knight. But if he's smart, he plays his creatures first before he attacks. Yeah. That's a big flyer. He's not attacking with Renata. do we bounce the flyer or bounce Renata? Actually going to bounce the flyer. End of turn. Don't need that land. Do need another flyer. My turn. Get rid of Renata. Do not need that pumping up all of his dudes. That can obviously get bounced on that, that's fair. That's a 3-2. So he's got a double block on my dude. So I can't really swing in there. Proton Coal Knight can keep attacking though. But he's got 5 cards in hand to my 1. So it's a bit tricky. Okay, that's a good card. I think just swing in the air. See if he wants to trade. I think he's going to get the upper hand in this one pretty soon. If he doesn't have it already. It's definitely not a good trade to go for that. Corruption of Tawashi's a good one. Okay. And I'm going to top deck land. Okay. If I go in with the Alabaster Host Intercessor, he can double block and kill it and get Renata back. But I would get through with 5 damage. And I still have a flyer for him to deal with. So I think logically I can attack with that and that and that. Because maybe he cannot afford to double block the Host Intercessor. But yeah, he is ripping my arm off to go for that trade. So he's still on 6. That may have been a catastrophic error. But he's got a 3-turn clock in the air. So I wasn't taking into account his various chump blockers, of course. It's now a 4-turn clock in the air. Damn. And he's going to challenge me, challenge my clock on the ground, it looks like. And he's got removal. He's got stasis field as well. Okay. And we get battered. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. Think that's just, yeah, I'm just going to top deck land anyway. It just didn't really matter at all. Okay, another removal, sure. Okay, we have a 1-3 to block with. We're taking a lot of damage, 14 damage, so... Well, block with that first. That's 10 damage. Block with that as well. Interesting, he went on the draw this game, and it has done the trick. That extra card means... Yeah, he got... Well, he stabilized, he got value. So yeah, I mean, my aggressive 2-drop is Baral. It's a 1-3, so it's not like I was going to challenge him very much. Which, I mean, get his life tilt dangerously low. Okie doke. What can I trade with here? So, the best block to take here is with Renata. I'll just say good game. We're out. Oh well. We played the same guy twice and went 1-1, and he did have Glissa Sunslayer. I had the game I lost. I had the Flood from Hell in game 2. I kept a 5-land hand and I top decked 5 land. So I had 10 land and 12 cards. Pretty amazing. I think he had the turn 5 Glissa in that one. Or it might have been game 3, had a turn 5 Glissa. Oh well, we get... So this is my worst outing in best of 3. 1 win, 2 losses. It happens. It will happen if 2 of the matches are against us, someone with Sunslayer, I suppose. It's very high variance best of 3, I think, because there's such a small player pool. Because they hide it away in the interface. They kind of advertise the best of 1, but they hide the best of 3. But there you go. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty decent deck. We had some good sideboard options, so I brought in the Disturbing Conversion there, because it is just good against 2/2 flyers. Just knock out a 2/2 flyer. So it can't nip in and flip some battles. What's maybe the weak part of the deck is things like Baral, Chief of Compliance. Maybe didn't have that many instants and sorceries that I was reducing. It was more of a creature deck. So maybe drop him, drop the counterspell, and go for something more aggressive. We could go for a couple of 1-drops. We've got Tarkia, Dune Shaper. But yep, early cheap flyers seem like a good plan. We didn't get Wrath going, unfortunately. I did have him in hand at one point, but that was the game. I only had 1 island, so... and I was trying to keep counter magic available for the Glissa. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a good idea playing these 2/2 flyers. I do have a knight strategy in the deck. With obviously, if you flip this and get Teferi, I did manage to flip this once, so that was something. Strobe Knight, I think I got it once and it got blown up. So I still haven't made any knights with this, unfortunately. In theory, this is fantastic. Gwende was pretty good. Protocol Knights were pretty good. C double, yeah, I copied a Glissa Sunslayer. Of course, he had removal for my Glissa before I had removal for his, but I think I did manage to win that game. That was the game I timed out, thinking about whether I should Realmbreaker's Grasp his Death Toucher. But yeah, no, I should have just made a decision and gone, right, because I could have flipped the Invasion of non-Phyrexia that turn if only I'd chosen First Strike Death Touch on Glissa. Because I timed out, very interestingly, it punishes you and you don't get to choose the ability that Glissa uses, so it automatically gave me Incubate 2 times 2. Which is a new one on me. I would have thought it would go to the next phase and then give you your triggers for the next phase rather than just automatically giving you something. It wasn't like I was stuck thinking about which Glissa trigger to go for. It was the pre-combat main phase. But there you go. Yeah, Temporal Cleansing. This thing's great, of course. Total Terror. It's always good having these plane cycling, land cycling, to just hit that third land drop. In best of three, you always get these wildly inconsistent opening hands, because there's no hand smoothing algorithm, because it's best of three. The best of three is supposed to be the hand smoothing part. But yeah, very interesting. I think, and it goes to show that guy chose to go second in match 3 because you draw the extra card. There's that many more hands that you can keep if you know you're drawing an extra card. I suppose that's first time I've seen that. Probably quite good reasoning. Right, I think that is a video. So thanks for watching.